but she from the borough. Better known as the boogie down. All sookie sookie now. Get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talk to me.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got Quez Watkins front and center. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down, so this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Here's second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Prescott now. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Some strong running at the 20, and he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On on play action. Prescott. And he fends him off. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Dak's throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And again, it's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. His throw incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust. And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On play action, they'll throw. And that one into the hands gains of ground downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Hurts will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You've got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
And now here come the Cowboys.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Short pass caught by Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll throw again. Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
To throw is Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hunter Henry. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. To throw, Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
36, Cowboys 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 12 A little over 50 seconds remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now Dak. That one caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. That ball caught. It's Rice. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
An extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Yeah, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Dak. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and